Ohashima, Konshima, Jiri Jiri, Kingshima. Wait, I'm kind of small. Wait, how do I make myself bigger? Okay, okay. Oh, I'm a bit too big now. Hold on. Wait. Wait, I'm a Christian. Wait, did I not stream from the beginning? Did you guys see anything in the beginning? Did I? Wait, did I not hit click? Did I not hit start streaming from the beginning, or was it just because I restarted my internet that that it stopped? Wait, can you see me? Is it working now? Wait, maybe I accidentally clicked stop streaming after I said Washima. I think I accidentally clicked stop streaming after I said Washima. I've been talking to myself for like the past 5 minutes. I was like, why is nobody responding to me? That's strange. Why is nobody commenting? Chat's really dead today. Is it because I'm streaming at a different hour from usual? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I was like, huh? But everything else is loading for me. Is YouTube down? Do I just... Anyways, ohashima, konshima, jiri jiri, kingshima. So I'm a bit out of it. I only just got home. You know, it'd be like this sometimes. Sometimes, you know, it'd just be like stuff happens, you know. But yeah, where I went on a whole tangent by myself. I went on a whole tangent of what was it? Yeah, so basically I only just got home, and I'm not prepared, but I'm never prepared, so that's okay. But yeah, because it's nighttime, it's actually, it's not really ohashima for me. It's more like konbanshima. Konshima. It's like 11 p.m. here. Just got home, and basically I got told off by my neighbor before for being too loud. And turns out, because she's a really lovely lady, but she basically, I've been annoying her for the past like half a year, but she only told me like last month that like she sent me a message like one day while I was like watching a drama or something, and she was like, I'm so sorry, Shima, but you're really loud and I can hear you from the other room. I've wanted to tell you for a while, but I just never got the chance to tell you, but I'm so sorry, but could you please like use your headphones or something? And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know, I had no idea. And she was like, no, it's okay. But yeah, apparently she's been having trouble sleeping because of me, and I felt so bad. But yeah, everything is okay now, but I should probably keep it down at nighttime. Yeah, why am I streaming at 11 p.m? I don't know. Why am I streaming at 11 p.m? Oh, she heard all the shenanigans. Yeah, I know. Now thinking back, it's like she heard me recording my cover, singing the same line over and over for hours on end. She heard me voice acting. She heard everything. She heard my karaoke streams. Like, surely she everyone knows. Nobody told me. She is too weak and can't handle our hicking. No, she was very kind, but she should have just told me from the beginning, because I feel really embarrassed now. But yeah, why is soundproofing so bad in Japan? I don't know how people do it here. But yeah, even though, despite all of this, I still decided to stream at 11 p.m. for you guys, because I felt bad for not streaming for like 3 weeks. So this week I decided, no matter what, I'm going to stream for 3 days at least. And the only times I have free were what was it, the previous time I streamed, and then 11 p.m. today, and then Sunday morning. But yeah, self-voicing. Should I just stream like this usually? Should I just talk like this all the time? Should I just be soft all the time? ASMR Shima. You're welcome. But yeah, what was it? Oh yeah, today was a public holiday today, so I went out with my friend to Yokohama. Haha, I went on a date. Haha. Oh no, but she was just a friend. But yeah, it was really nice. And what did we do? We ate food, and then we went to Chinatown, bubble tea, and then we walked around. But Yokohama's so nice. I really like Yokohama. I feel like Yokohama is probably like couple heaven. It's like, it's so spacious, and there's a lot of benches, and like no matter where you go, it's just really nice. Like compared to Tokyo, I really don't like Tokyo that much. Aside from everything being in Tokyo, Tokyo's just way too crowded. There's always like this feeling of like 압박감. 압박감ってなんだっけ? Like it feels like crammed, and there's like pressure. Like it's kind of suffocating a little bit sometimes. But Yokohama's just really like the streets are wide. It's a lot less crowded. Even though today was a public holiday, it was pretty not too crowded, like compared to Tokyo. Probably crowded for Yokohama standards, but not crowded compared to Tokyo. And then like there's the ocean, and the weather was really nice, and it wasn't windy, even though it's like it's like right next to the sea, right? Like you can see the sea, you can touch the sea, but it wasn't windy. And it was just really pretty. Oh my fucking god, there's a spider on my fucking curtain. Oh fuck. Should I catch it? I need to. Oh no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. Actually, it feels like a place where people live rather than pass through. Yeah. Hold on, I'm just gonna. Fuck, what do I do? Shima, can you help me? Shima, can you help me? Can you help me catch the spider? Spider as co-host? No, thank you. Bro, it's on my curtain. I can't even use the cup method. Usually what I do is I get a cup and I just like, cup it and it's coming down. Fuck. Oh, wait. Should I get a vacuum? Should I vacuum it? It won't jump around, right? Maybe I should just vacuum it. Bro, what should I do? Don't worry, I'll get her smack. Thank you for the roleplay. Fuck. Shima, the vacuum noise. This is a life or death situation. I have no choice here. This is like self-defense. I have no other. What do I do? Fuck, what do I do? It's not moving now. Oh no, it's moving. I can't look away from it. Hold. Okay. But what if it disappears by the time I get the vacuum? No. Okay. It's one of those like outdoor spiders as well. It's like the really fast type. It's not like, oh fuck. If it jumps on me, there is no Moshima. Try to turn it on. Oh fuck, it's gone. No, it's gone. Where did it go? Yada. Yada. どこ行ったの? Ah! I see you. myself. Okay, I got it. I think I got it. I don't know where in the vacuum it is. I'm just gonna vacuum the side of my desk while I'm at it. Okay. Yoki yoki. We got it, we got it. We got it, everything's okay. Don't worry, Shima, I protected you. Shima's, I protected you. Okay. Hello. Hello. I'm back. I got him. I got the spider. Everything's okay now. You guys are all safe. Thanks, King. The streets are safe now. You're welcome. You're welcome. I would do anything to protect you. I think it's gone now. If it jump scares me out of nowhere, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, anyways. Anyway, sorry. Back to our regular broadcasting. Back to my ASMR voice. Time for it to crawl out of the vacuum now. I'm gonna kill. I will take all of you down with me. Maybe I should place the vacuum further away. Hold on a second. We're safe now. We're safe now. Everything is okay. But yeah, wait. Oh, the other thing I talked about when I turned upstream by accident was the walls in Japan are just so thin. The walls are so thin here. Like there's like two different types of buildings, right? There's like I at least I think there's two. There's like concrete construction and like wood construction for like the base of the building or whatever, like the skeleton of the building. I don't know what it's called. I actually studied architecture for a year, but I don't know whatever. Anyways, but generally if it's concrete, then it's concrete and steel. I can't remember. Steel? Wood? Which one is better? I think concrete is the best one where it's like more soundproof. But yeah, apparently this building was concrete construction, but it feels more like wood, to be honest. It feels very, very you could not find thinner walls in this. I can hear everything that occurs within, like, on the streets or whatever my neighbors are saying. and then yeah, I just don't know how streamers do it in Japan. There's so many streamers in Japan. Like, where do they stream? How do they stream? I do know that like some members of Hololive have their own what do you call it? They make like a soundproof booth. Like they build their own soundproof booth inside their room, or they have like one of those, like, you know, portable ones, or they just live in like a super nice apartment where there is good soundproofing. Hello, Giselle Elishiba Balaba Shima. Oh wait, also missed. Hi Ice Bear Shima. Maybe they'll put foam insulation on the walls. Yeah, but I don't know if that's enough, to be honest. Oh, by the way, you mentioned you had a funny story to tell. Okay, I remember. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, the funny story was actually, it's not that funny. I feel like I'm keeping your hopes up now. It's not that funny, but it was funny to me. I committed a crime. I committed petty crime. It's not too bad, but I committed a very small crime in the human world in Japan. It's not as bad as like that YouTuber guy who like rode the Shinkansen without paying, but like it was a very small petty crime. I don't encourage this, but you know, it's just one of those accidental small crimes that kind of nothing came of a very minor crime. But technically, I feel like in the first place, what they're doing to us is a crime anyways. Okay, wait, to explain the story. So, while my friend from New Zealand was here in Tokyo, I took her to Ikebukuro, right? The land of the free, the land of the weebs. And like after dinner and stuff, I was like, oh, let's check out Gigo. For those of you who don't know, Gigo is an arcade. In Japanese, you would call that a geisen, a game center, a gay center, whatever. But that is where all the games are, where all the crane machines are. And that is where I like to go because, you know, I'm a bit of a gambling addict. And so, Gigo used to be Sega, by the way. Is it still? It's basically Sega, but it's just renamed. Or is it a different company? Is it? I'm pretty sure it's the same because they have Sega price figures and stuff. Anyways, so Gigo's such a funny name. Why did I name it Gigo? Anyways, there's a new Gigo in Ikebukuro, right? And so we look around the first floor, we get scammed a few times, you know, like there's like some clothes that are just like, you know, they will never pick it up, no matter what. Like this is straight up a crime. And in the first place, I think crane machines, it's like gambling. It's like, you know, you're always gonna be on the losing side. Sometimes you'll get lucky and win a little bit, but in the end, you know, the house wins. And so in the first place, I think crane machines are unethical. I say this as a victim of gambling addiction, of crane machine addiction online. I've spent way too much money than I should have on trying to get some prizes, and I've learned the wrongs of my ways. I've learned I've learned that I was wrong. And then yeah, so anyways, we get scammed a few times and it's like, okay, whatever, let's go look on the second floor. So we go to the second floor. Sorry, this is like such a long-winded explanation. We go to the second floor, and there's like, first of all, what was I was trying to get Kimera-san. I was trying to get Anya's toy, the Chimera soft toy. They had like a plushie version, like a plushie backpack. I couldn't get it. I had some free plays on my Gigo app. To be honest, like out of all the crane machine places, I think Gigo is the most scammiest. But they give you free plays if you sign up on the app, and also like they give you like monthly plays and stuff. And also I spend a bit of money. I think I actually have like a monthly subscription that I forgot to opt out of. But anyways, so I had some free plays, and so I was playing with that. And then I see another thing, and my friend really wanted this like this plushie. Was it a plushie or cushion? I think it was a plushie of Toji from, it was like a plushie of Toji from Jujutsu Kaisen. So Megumi's hot dilf dad. And yeah, so I was like, oh, let's use my free plays. And so we use my free plays, right? The finances, don't talk about my finances right now. It's actually really bad. No, I've been saving. Don't worry, I haven't been spending that much money lately. I had to dig into my savings, but we're okay now. I paid back my credit card debt. We're not in debt anymore. It's all okay. But yeah, so I was like, oh, let's use my free plays to get this to get the plushie, right? It's like, even if we don't get it, it's fine. It's free. And so but like, while I was playing, I was like, man, the controls on this machine look a bit weird. And I was just like pressing the buttons, and after like doing 2 plays, I realized, I was like, wait, I'm not using my free plays. There's this button here that if you press it, it's infinite plays. Like you can add as many plays as you want. We've entered infinite money hack. This is like, apparently it was on admin mode. So the machine was on admin mode, and you could just like add as many free plays as you wanted. So I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, friend-san, hold on a second. Wait. We have infinite plays. And I was just like, and I just like added like 20 free plays. friends on. I added like 20 free plays, and I was like, don't say anything. Don't act suspicious. Let's just keep playing on this. It's free. You know what? Crane machines are a scam, anyways. And so we played like 20. We played it like 20 times, and we still couldn't get it. And I was like, after playing it for like 5 minutes, I was like, oh, we're both feeling kind of guilty. We're both kind of like, oh, this is kind of bad. And then, I realized, like, for the same machine, like, it was connected to 2 different machines. So like the admin panel was connected to 2 different machines. One was a Toji plushie, and the other one on the left was it was a cushion of a Mr. from Nijisanji. Mr. from Nijisanji. And I was like, man, I don't really want no, nothing against Mr. or like, you know, Mr.'s retired, rest in peace. No, rest in peace. He's alive and well somewhere else. But like, I was like, I don't particularly want this, but because it's free, I might as well. You can't escape the Niji boys. You can't. There's so much Niji and stuff. Especially Luxium. But like, I was like, oh, I guess I'll try for it. You know, like, might as well. Like, it's nothing. You know, I can just always keep the cushion, or like, if I don't want it anymore, sell it on Mercari. But anyways, like, I was like, well, either way, let's just do it anyways. Oh, thank you, Lazoshima. Hold on.
Lazel paid their taxes.
Oh, Lazoshima. Here's the building of the treasury again. Thank you, Lazoshima. I will do my hardest to save. I've already been really good though. I have not been. Usually I would buy 2 Maya Christmas fan meeting tickets. I only bought 1. Aren't I really good? 偉いよね. But yeah, so on the left, it was a Mr. Cushion machine on the left, and I was like, well, I might as well do a few free plays, right? And I did like 1 free play, and it was like, oh, it moved quite a bit. It was like basically like nearly in, and I did 1 more, and it basically fell in, but I got stuck in the middle. And I was like, like, sasugani, nah, like I can't get it out without the help of a store person. And I was like, but if a store person comes over, then she might realize that we have been playing for free. And then my friend was feeling kind of guilty now, and she was like, you know what, maybe we should call her over. Like, I don't think we're gonna get it anyways, but we should call her over so that she can fix the machine, so that nobody else will nobody else is gonna use this like infinite free money hack. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'll call her over. And then like I called her over. It's so funny because like we got so many free plays. Like we literally got infinite plays for the Toji plush, and we still couldn't get it because the machine was so rigged. Like the machine was so rigged to the point where like even if we played it another 50 times, I don't think we would have gotten it. But anyways, so we called the person over, and we were like, I was like, like this Mr. Cushion got stuck. Can you get it out for me? And she was like, oh yeah, that's a win, because like basically if it falls inside the hole, even if it gets stuck in the hole, you can basically like, that's basically a win. You can have the store person get it out for you. Like, that's just how it works in game centers. Anyways, so I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then I got the Mr. Plushie, right? The Mr. Cushion. And then I was like, oh, like, I don't know what's going on, but like the machine seems to be on like a weird like mode right now. Like I don't know what happened. And then like she started fixing it, and I was like, okay, friend, let's go. let's escape from here before she realizes, before she starts getting like suspicious. So I was like, okay, anyways, thank you, bye. And so yeah, I left there with a free Mr. Cushion, and that was my petty crime of the day. It's not exactly a crime, but it's kind of a pseudo crime. Shoot, I don't think this was a crime, really. But it's like, even though I knew it wasn't supposed to be like that, I still used it, you know. I think this is like a very small crime, strictly speaking, because you're aware that it shouldn't be like that. Like the moment, really? Okay, you guys are so nice. You guys are so nice. Don't be going out there committing crime. It's like this. It's like if you receive like $10,000 from your bank for free, and you know that it wasn't supposed to be there, and you don't like tell the bank about it, then that's also a crime. Unethical crane machine usage, yeah. There's like in these scenarios, often, you know, you have the moment you realize that there's something wrong with the machine and it shouldn't be like that, then the onus is on you. Sometimes we must fight against oppressive systems, crane machines, crane games, yeah. But anyways, I think in the first place, crane machines are unethical, so what I did was okay. I'm fighting immorality with immorality. So anyways, I had a Mr. Cushion and it was good because my friend later came over for a sleepover, and then she got to sleep on that cushion, and I don't have any other pillows. I only have one pillow, so I was like, this is perfect, she can have my other pillow, which is Mr. Cushion. But yeah, anyways, I appreciate it. She was a lawyer, so I trust me, I'm a lawyer. You can do this kind of stuff. You can just go in and get free plays. Infinite money hack. Yeah. I've never, like, in that moment I was like, it's that moment as a kid when you're kind of like, I know this isn't right, but I'm gonna do it anyways. It's free real estate. If I was a celebrity, this would be something to get cancelled over. Unlimited money hack. So yeah, next time you guys should try and see if, you know, you can get some free plays from the crane machine. This was like a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm just sad that we couldn't get the Toji plush. I'm just sad that, you know, we didn't have the skills. But I think in the first place the machine was just like fucked. It was impossible. It wasn't getting any closer. But ultimately, for those kinds of machines, right, ultimately it would get strong once, and but I have a feeling for this one it was barely moving. I can't remember. Why did we give up so easily? I think I was just feeling guilty. Anyways, yeah. On the other hand, I've been, you know, have I told you guys about how like I've always liked this K-pop group called 17? Or at least I had a period where I was really obsessed. But recently they released a new song, the one that I did like a short little bad cover of on Twitter. It's called God of Music. But yeah, after listening to that I was like, oh my gosh, my feelings for 17 are back. I'm kind of obsessed. And then I started watching a lot of videos, and now I'm kind of going down the rabbit hole again. But it's a weird feeling, because I was really, so from between the years of like 2015 up until like 2020, or maybe before that, 2019 I guess, I was really obsessed. Like I literally, like, I studied in Korea, and I spent my scholarship money on buying albums to get into fan signs. And if you don't know how many albums it takes to get into one fan sign, it's like, back in the day it would be like you needed to buy like about 70 albums to get a chance of getting into a fan sign. Nowadays it's probably a few hundred. But yeah, back then I used all my scholarship money to get into fan signs, and I had a group of friends who were all like 17 obsessed, and then we would go to like music shows and stuff. And yeah, I have a lot of stories from those times. But yeah, like it was a serious obsession. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm a fan. It was like I would actually die for them like that. That was the center of my life. That was my life's meaning was 17. That was how obsessed I was. And then one day I moved on to like figure skating. What was it? I moved on to like figure skating, and then I moved on to seiyus. But yeah, and now I'm kind of like, oh, I miss them. It feels like seeing family again, or like, I don't know. It's like, oh, I haven't seen you guys in so long. I'm glad you guys are still like doing well and everything, like still enjoying performing and stuff. Oh man, it's a parasocial relationship. Anyways, wait, this is supposed to be a gaming stream. Let's play Ace Attorney. Let us start gaming, gamers. Why do I have my stream open on like 3 different tabs? Okay, let's game. Going back to an old obsession is always nostalgia. Yeah. Right? That's like, oh man, I really like this group a lot, or this person a lot. It's like back in the day I would have, you know, it's a good nostalgic feeling. Also, Syria released a bunch of Shima Inaga merch, and I feel like I need to buy it all now. I don't think it's like a choice. I feel like it's my obligation. I need to go buy it. Thankfully, there's like a Syria near me, so I might have to. Like, I'm happy that Shimas are really popular, but kind of feels like it's becoming the next Shiba. I don't want Shimas to become too popular. I don't want to become mainstream. I don't want to be like, you know, but then I guess like there aren't many like Shiba VTubers either, right? I guess it's okay. You have to save the Shimas. I have to shave the Shimas. I have to save the Shimas. I have to be the one to fix them. I can fix Shimas. I feel like I do have a bit of savior syndrome though. Can't help it. I don't know why, but I just really enjoy the feeling of like helping people, or like saving people, or like the idea of like, oh, thank you so much, Shima, I couldn't live without you kind of vibe. Let us play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Like, I really kind of, like, my friend said this. My friend says that she has a praise kink, right? And I was like, do I have a praise kink? Maybe I do. Not that I don't want you guys to say it to me though, but like I like the feeling of like, you know, when someone praises you for your work, like, oh, you did such a good job, you're like so good, and then on the surface I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not that great, but on the inside I'm like, yeah, fuck you, I'm so good. Praise me more. On the outside I'm like, oh, no, not at all. But on the inside I'm like, yeah, that's right. Also, heads up in advance, but in 3 weeks time, oh, actually it's kind of soon, week after next week, yeah, in about 2 weeks time, oh shit, it's in 2 weeks, fuck, I'm not ready. In 2 weeks time I'm going on a business trip to Europe, so I'll be gone for about a week. Don't miss me too much. Oh, it's in 2 weeks time, fuck, I'm not ready. Yeah, Europe. Somewhere in Europe. Who knows where in Europe? Okay. Damn, you're visiting us. Oh, you're in Europe? You're from Europe? You missed. That's too early. It's in 2 weeks time. I don't even stream for like 3 weeks. It's okay. 1 week isn't that long. Surely not gonna miss me that soon, right? Wait, hold on. Where is my game? Where's my game? Oh, I turned off game capture. Is this the right one? これかな? Wait, that was really scary for a moment. I had video. Okay, that was an accident waiting to happen. I have you know how I used to do the hand cam streams? I'm gonna do another hand cam stream on Sunday, probably. This time, hopefully, with no reflective services. But I had video capture device on, and that's connected to my webcam. And I have my webcam in my regular position right now, so you could have seen my whole. No, what do you mean I'm a VTuber? I'm 2D. Haha, I'm so silly. But yeah, that would have been a jump scare. I mean, that would have been some weird person. I don't know. Some weird person could have appeared on stream. One of these days. Ow. There, it's just a prank. Okay, anyways, we are safe right now. Nothing's gonna happen. Continue. Is the size okay? Oh, I remember. We're onto the Natsume Soseki. Okay. Seeing a real human face all of a sudden would be scary. What are you talking about? I don't have a human face. I'm 2D. I'm a 2D Shima. Are we done with examining? I haven't missed. Oh man, it's been so long since I last played this game. It's probably been like more than a month. I've investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place. Not to brag, but even if I was a human, I'd be really beautiful. You guys would probably all faint from how handsome and beautiful and amazing I am. This old candle holder looks a little out of place here, wouldn't you say? Yes, you're right. Wait, I can't remember what voice I used for this before. Yes, you're right. It's clearly supposed to be gold, but it's almost completely black for some reason. That old thing, yes. Just a cheap piece of ironmongery. Give him crack, really? Oh, you used it when I was studying, don't you know, for my commission. I know it's old, hardly worth hanging on to really, but WoW still has its uses sometimes. Of course. Does everything in this room have some kind of elaborate story behind it? They're memories, Mr. Naruhodo. Memories. Okay, I think we're done with... I think we did finish with this. Where am I up to? I guess we need to go somewhere else. Natsume Soseki. Natsume Soseki-san. Mr. Natsume's room. Well, I just look at this place. It looks exactly like the Shima Castle. And smell it. It's so musty in here. I suppose it's the mountains of old books that are responsible for that. Accurate depiction of how the Shima Castle looks like, usually. It's really... and so strange. I only just cleaned my place like a few days ago, but I'm looking at it now and it's... it looks similar. Ishima Castle. No, it smells like citrus. Actually, it smells a bit too citrusy. I bought these diffusers from Muji, and it's like a limited edition, or like recently came out with a user one, and the user one's too overpowering. It's too usery. And then I also bought the citrus one, so like the one next to by the door is the citrus one, and the one in my main living space is the user one. But both of them kind of overpowering. But instead of books, it's saying much, right? Oh yeah, I also last night my new manga bookshelf came. It's like a revolving bookshelf, and I built it by myself. Yeah, but I cut my finger in the process. But either way, I have a new bookshelf now, and I have space to put things. So I'm happy. As long as you don't accumulate more fly oil. There is no fly oil. Shush, there is no fly. There is no more. No more sandflies in my house. Shima Castle smells like straight oranges. It smells like smells like oranges. I don't think I've seen so many books in all my life. No, me neither. It's so dark in here too. Is that the window over there? Those are bricks. Well, it was a window, I think, yes. Once upon a time. Oh yeah, I used to put orange peels on my radiators. My friend used to do that. I can't believe it wasn't just her thing. I thought she just made it up. I guess people actually do that. For some reason, it's been closed up with bricks and mortar. Bricks and mortar. So this is where Mr. Natsume lives. By the way, I haven't spotted Mr. Sholmes anywhere, have you? He's gonna do a jump scare, isn't he? No, that's true, but according to what Mr. Garadib told us, Mortar, the great detective should be around here somewhere investigating. Is he the cat? Is he? He's gonna jump out of somewhere. Is the cat also? Oh, kawaii! Kawaii. Oh, today at the park we saw this really cute like black Shiba, and it would like pose for us. You know how dogs, like my family dogs, they don't pose. If they see a camera, they'll just ignore you. But like today, like there was like a man with a dog, a kuro Shiba, and then he was just sitting, like he was like sitting and looking at the sky. Like the Shiba was like lying down looking at the sky, and then like my friend and I was like, oh, it's so cute, and we started taking photos, right? And then the Shiba saw us and started posing for us, like faced us and like open her mouth wide. Like this Shiba's meant to be a star. This Shiba has star quality. Yeah, she's a model. Actual cat noises are not some dude VAing. Anime has ruined me. It could be a person imitating a cat. Meow. I can do a good bark. I can do a good dog impression, but I don't want to wake up my neighbor right now. Yeah, but the Shiba was like posing, and like the Shiba was getting excited because we made eye contact. So the Shiba started like waving her tail and like wagging her tail and like just looking in our direction and like smiling. Yeah. And then later on, I went closer to her, and then I was like, "Can I pet her?" And he was like, "Oh, probably not a good idea. Maybe if she comes to you." And then she came to me. So yeah, today I got some dog interaction. Oh my, what an adorable little cat. Perhaps he's looking after all the books while his master is away. I don't know about that. He disappeared into that pile of books as quick as a flash. It was a tricolor Mikke, wasn't it? Mikke. Do they even have that sort of cat here in Great Britain? That's a bold assumption. That's a bold assumption to assume that only Japan has calico cats. Perhaps Mr. Natsume brought the little creature with him from Japan. Natural reaction when seeing Shima in the wild. What, coming to sniff me? Natural reaction is just to come and sniff. That's made me feel homesick now. Already? We've only been in the country for 2 days. It's only been 2 days? Literally just arrived, haven't even gotten over our jet lag, and we had to represent some guy in court. I've investigated thoroughly, but can't find anything out of place. That's it. Oh look, it's a beckoning cat from home. It's a bit big and bulky, isn't it? Surely Mr. Natsume didn't bring that Maneki Nick all the way from Japan with him. I hardly think you're in a position to comment, Mr. Naruhodo. Mr. Naruhodo? Are you forgetting the enormous Daruma doll that you brought in your luggage? Why did he bring that? Well, it can be dangerous traveling abroad. I wanted a lucky charm. Just bring a small one. Well, I imagine Mr. Natsume wanted the same, and this cat is sure to beckon good luck to him. It's not doing a very good job so far, is it? You mustn't say such things. I don't say a word. Why are my eyes such a giveaway? That disc seems to be wedged into a crevice between the mountains of books on either side. I suppose Mr. Natsume would sit here and read while I didn't see that, but surrounded on all sides by these towering old tomes. Surely he dreamt of books every night as well. Yes, he must have done, mustn't he? Oh, what's this? It's a receipt from a second-hand bookshop. Your books. Oh yes, Mr. Natsume's name is on it. Look, and the date of the purchase. Ah, 4:45 p.m. That's the damn incident. That's just a short while before he was embroiled in a terrible attack. Oh no, he must have been on his way back from buying some old books. The second-hand book receipt has been entered into a court record. I see. Since when was he here? What the hell? This is giving Kambaru from Monogatari. Why is he here? What is he reading, BL? There he is. Where did he appear from? He seems to be engrossed in the pages of an old book. I don't understand. I don't think the scale of the book. That's a really big room. I feel like the scaling's a bit off, isn't it? It's a room this massive. Aren't the book's really big compared to him? Shouldn't he be slightly bigger? Didn't they make him a bit too small? Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Oh, not him again. Those books are gigantic, for real. Oh, you two, good day. Now, let me see. Where was it that we met? He's definitely voiced by Miyano Mamoru. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, we were together on the SS Buria. Yes, of course, the Buria. And let me see what happened on that voyage. It was Kazuma Asogi who died, tragically. But you were a great help to us. Wait, I'm the wrong person. I thought that groan was you getting caught up with his Inishuni wrist. No! I'm tired of him. Yes, but of course, the case of Mr. Asogi. It was the one with the snake, wasn't it? Oh! Well, you seem to remember something of it, at least. What an honor to be remembered vaguely by the great Herlock Sholmes. I'm gonna use that from now. What an honor to be remembered vaguely. Don't fall for Sholmes. I would never. But is this like enemies to lovers though? This is Mr. He's giving Tamaki from Ouran High School Host Club. Oh no, my dear madame. Hold your tongue. I pride myself on the superior powers of recollection. Your names are safely recorded in my brain attic. Brain attic? What the fuck? Miss Naruhodo. And Mr. Susato. Wow, it's so right. It's so right. It's alright, it's fine. You use whatever pronouns you want. I lose the first round. In truth, I'd hoped to invite you both to my Baker Street suite the day we arrived in London. But some Scotland Yarders ambushed me at the railway station and whisked me away to a crime scene. It was an entirely trivial case, of course. I solved the matter in no more than 30 minutes. So they apprehended Soseki-san in that short an amount of time? That's racism. Not everyone has the luxury of having conversation partners' names on a handy display box. Okay, you're fine. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I would not remember. I mean, to be honest, how can you forget that name? How can you not know? Yeah, whatever. I'm afraid the pursuance of a new case has dulled my recollection of my past involvements a little. A little? It is a mistake to think that one's brain attic has elastic walls and can distend to an extent. What does that mean? I do my best to forget useless facts, lest they should elbow out the useful ones. Sometimes I forget English, sometimes I realize. You know, today my friend doesn't speak much, she speaks some English, but yeah, she was like, oh, what do you call, like, this in English? Like, so, like, on... I forgot the word for puddle. But she was like, well, what's the English word for puddle? Like, what do you call this in English? And I was like, I don't know, like, there's just water on the ground. I don't know, do we even have a word for it? I was like, isn't just water on the ground? And I was like, I don't know, like a mini pond. What do you call a mini pond? Maybe there is a word. And so I had to like Google, like, what's another word for mini pond in English? On Google. And they were like, puddle. And I was like, puddle. I was just pretending to be stupid. Yes, those are my own words of. My friend said this, but my friend was like, Shima, you'd be really good at that game where you have to like not say the name of like you can't say the word, but you have to describe the word for the other person to guess. And I was like, man, I'd be so good at that game. What do you call that game? It's not charades, but it's like you have to describe the word without saying what the word is, and the other person has to guess what that word is. But yeah, I think I'd be really good at it as well. What was it? It was something else the other day about it, described in like a really weird way because I couldn't remember the name for it. I can't remember. Some version of I Spy. It's like instead of saying pond, we say mini pond. Or like, oh, I can't remember, but yeah, it was something stupid. I can't remember anymore. Yes, those are my own words of inimitable wisdom, you know, from an invention entitled A Study in Scarlet. Please, there's no need to quote yourself. That's cringe. I don't always remember my pearls of wisdom, but fortunately my associate pens them beautifully. I know the game, but I can't remember the name. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe that's also part of. See, that's also one of the games that, you know, that's also part of the game. I can describe the game without saying the name of the game. He means Iris, I suppose. Mr. Sholmes, we have some extremely important questions to ask you about the trivial case you just mentioned. Goodness, what an earnest expression. My dear madame, I should be only too pleased. And this murky room is an apt place to discuss the murky case. Do we converse with him? We know this to be the lodgings of a Japanese foreign student by the name of Soseki Natsume. It seems that you assisted in his arrest, Mr. Sholmes, for the stabbing of a young woman outside here on Briar Road. Natsume. Yes, I believe it was a name rather along those lines. But Mr. Natsume denies it. Was it really justifiable to arrest him on so little? I'm sorry, Miss Susato. The game is called Taboo. Oh, is it? Okay, cool. But I have not the slightest idea what you mean. What? I can't believe he was looking Susato-san squarely in the eye while feigning ignorance. I assure you, I'm not merely feigning ignorance. It would appear as if the pair of you are under some misapprehension. Confusion? Oh, how? I assure you I have no recollection of accusing your stooped compatriot of the crime. But that doesn't make sense. Good detectives of Scotland Yard made the following request to me, and I quote verbatim. We need you to ascertain the identity and whereabouts of a man seen fleeing the crime scene. A man seen fleeing. There were a number of books scattered on the pavement at the scene. From the book plates, I was quickly able to determine the bookshop from which they had been purchased. On speaking with the proprietor, I was immediately led to this address. Elementary, wouldn't you say? Elementary, my dear Watson. I believe there is a receipt around here somewhere from the establishment in question. So you don't think Mr. Natsume is a culprit then? That I could not tell you, but it was aggravating my faculties, hence why I returned here. What does that mean? What does aggravating my faculties mean? However, this place is such a trove of fascinating books, I found myself quite lost in bibliophily. Bibliophily. I feel like my vocabulary is slightly increasing from this game, but I don't understand anything that he's saying. Do not be deceived in— oh, okay, anyway. Oh dear. Mr. Garadib, the landlord. Tell me, have you encountered the landlord of these lodgings? Yes, Mr. Garadib, a retired military man. Have you never had your faculties aggravated? Unfortunately, I have not had the honor of having my faculties aggravated. Unfortunately, that is not a common occurrence for me. Can't say that is. Yes. It was the first time I've ever met a soldier from the great British institution that is the services. And it was the first time I've ever met a maid from the great British institution that is service. Nice joke. I don't think it was that funny. I do apologize. As you may well be aware, many households in London employ a maid. I went to a maid cafe the other day, actually. I forgot to talk about that. Oh, no, I talked about it. I lied. I did talk about it. Yes, I've read as much in my Great Britain primer. And so conversely, whether or not a household employs a maid has come to betoken the social standing of those dwelling therein. Betoken this. Sorry. Bro, say. Betoken their social standing. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pray, what the fuck do you mean? Oh yeah, Shima, you posted that. We had to remind you about. Oh, sorry, I just told the story already. The story was the crane machine story. The one where I committing petty crime. Did you miss it, or were you there? Ah, yeah. Put simply, my dear fellow, those who employ at least a single maid are considered middle class. Those who do not are beneath that. I've got many Shimas, so I must be very high class. In the upper echelons of society, of course, households employ enough staff to constitute a large family. Oh goodness, how extraordinary. As you can appreciate, for those on the precarious boundary between the middle and lower classes, being able to afford just one maid is of the first importance. I had no idea. Betoken. And it is precisely for that reason I find great stimulation in the situation upstairs. Specifically in the retired army veteran, Mr. John Garridib. Oh. Affable. I love that word. Oh, such an affable man. That's what they call him. The great affable man. Is that what they're called? What's his name? The YouTube guy, the British YouTube guy who lives in Japan. What's his name? Chris Broad. Affable as he is, the fellow is hiding something. Whether or not it imposes on the circumstances of his case, I am yet unable to ascertain. I'm thoroughly lost on what he means to say. This room is thoroughly suffocating for the soul, my dear fellow. I assure you, any man whose lot is to dwell in the place such as this will stab somebody sooner or later. Are we gonna... Mrs. Natsume has stabbed no one! But sooner or later, as I said. Affable is such a good word. Pulling that out makes you sound fancy. You're such an affable colleague. My learned colleague. I don't believe that's the issue here. About this dark little room, Mr. Sholmes. It's definitely way nicer than telling someone agreeable. Affable. Why is there no longer a window? Do you have any idea? No window? Well, I mean, I can clearly see that there is a window of sorts. But it's been... I wonder if they actually got like a British translator to translate this, or if they got like an American guy who's like into Harry Potter or something. But it's been completely blocked with bricks. Oh, I see. The answer to that question is quite simple. Window tax. No way, was that an actual thing? Was window tax an actual thing? was window tax an actual thing? No way. Window tax, what is that? Can Shima do it or do something like that? Can I do it right now? I don't know if I can do it. I can't do it. Wait. I can't. I need to hear an example. Surely not a tax on windows. Precisely that. Oh my goodness. I will practice more and I'll get back to you guys with the Joe Summer laugh. You know what? I need to practice voice acting more. Oh, okay, another thing that really annoys me about the thin walls is, so Hewon got me to voice like another thing for her ASMR, like real last minute, but she was like, Shima, can you help me do this? Like, I really need this right now. And I was like, okay, I'm working from home today, so I guess I'll do it for you. And then, like, it was for a scene where I needed to be like screaming, basically. And so I got really into it, right? But then like I couldn't do 100% of my full capacity because I was worried about the noise. And then like I had to practice it multiple times, right? So every time I did it, I'll be like, oh please, I hope nobody hears me. So like otherwise it would sound like I was actually getting kidnapped or something. Yeah, the scenario was like, Hema finally got you to do the boy moaning ASMR. No, it wasn't the boy moaning ASMR. It was boy getting kidnapped ASMR. Shima throwing his back out with that one for real. But like, I don't want people to be knocking on my door asking if I'm okay. Because I was like, I feel like I was really convincing. And I think Hema was like pretty happy with the final product. But like, on one hand, my mic kept on peaking. And on the other hand, like, the walls were really, I was just worried about people hearing me. And I was thinking like, man, if I really wanted to practice voice acting seriously, like aside from like with stuff that involves like crying or screaming and stuff, you'd really need to go to like a karaoke booth or something. How do you practice at home? You can't practice at home. How do people do it? Like, unless you have like some kind of house that's like far removed from everywhere else. I feel like it's impossible. Anyways, that is a dilemma that I've faced. But yeah, voice acting is so fun. Screaming and like pretending to be kidnapped is so fun. Have a good doggy walk. But you can rent a soundproof. Probably. But like, it's like I'd have to go out for that, right? Like if I wanted to go, I don't think there's even like a karaoke place in my area. But yeah, anyways. Oh my goodness. But yeah, do want to practice more. I want to sign up for classes as well, but it's just practicing is kind of Lizzie, nah. Couldn't you do it in the office during after hours? I could, but that would mean me staying in the office after hours. People stay in the office until like pretty late, so like when would I get an opportunity to be by myself? And then I don't want to be the last person to leave the office because you need to like do all the checks and stuff, and you need to like lock everything up. My office is open 24/7, has insulated meeting room, something like that could theoretically work. Yeah. Okay, the meeting rooms are mostly soundproof, but I don't think, still a pain though. I still want to do it like within reasonable hours, and because I don't want to get home too late. I get home late anyways, but like I don't want to be the last person in the office, and then people be like, oh, like I'll wait for you, like I'll like close up after you or something like that. Otherwise I'll have to do the closing up, and I don't want to do the closing up because our office isn't 24 hours. It's just like whoever's the last to leave has to do like the final checks and sign the thing. Oh, true. Meeting rooms, they have those in universities too. Those are available to you. Maybe I can sneak into some university. Trick is to grab lunch after finishing work and returning after it runs late. Maybe. But yeah, some people work really late until like 9 PM, like maybe 10 sometimes. Until relatively recently, a tax was levied on households in this country by the number of their windows. Either way, it's easier for me to just go to a karaoke booth. Those of lesser means, having inherited a sizable and costly family home, perhaps rapidly closed windows up. I feel like I've heard of this before, window tax. This is quite interesting, actually. I used to... My previous job... I used to work in something related to tax. Window tax is a property tax based on the number of windows in a house. It was significant social, cultural, and architectural force in England, France, and Ireland during the 18th and 19th centuries. To avoid the tax, some houses from the period can be seen to have bricked up window spaces, which can be reglazed later. In England and Wales, it was introduced in 1696, and Scotland from 1748. It was repealed in both cases in 1851. In France, it was established in 1798 and repealed in 1926. That is really funny. The fact that this would be a loophole, like the fact that people would find a loophole and the government would just be like, okay, I guess like you don't have a window anymore. Window tax throw, damn, British, you live like this? Do you live like that? How awful and unjust, forcing people to live in rooms devoid of light. Indeed, disease was rife as a result. So some 40 years ago, thereabouts, the window tax was abolished. British people are so funny. But its legacy remains, as you can see, in squalid lodgings such as these, for example. Taxes and licenses were ubiquitous in England even back then. Well, yeah, that's crazy. I suppose Mr. Natsume's stipend for living here in London isn't very generous, perhaps. It would appear so. I've done a little digging and discovered that these lodgings were offered at an extraordinarily low price. Because the room is so awful, I should think. Apparently, Mr. Natsume only moved in here about 1 week ago. He already made a mess out of it like this. Yes, that's correct. However, I don't believe the low rent is explained by the shabby nature of the accommodation. Someone died here. Someone was murdered in this very room we're standing in right now. And the murderer is me. Get fucked. Just kidding. Still, that is of little relevance here. A matter not worthy of further attention. Hey, don't just bring that up and just like gloss over it. Huh? Are you sure? I'm curious now. Imagine he just does a little prank. Well, I believe I've told you all I can. No, you haven't. Elaborate on the low rent. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. Ah, yes, Mr. Naruhodo. Was it not your intention to become a practitioner of law? You remembered that, did you? Will you perhaps be offering your services in this very matter, I wonder? To the occupant of this room, Mr. Natsume, was it? I'm not sure. Not sure on what grounds. Well, I actually defended someone in court here only yesterday. Really? Well, then I congratulate you, sir, on an admission realized, and so promptly, too. The thing is, he died. It's really made me question things. Am I right to believe in my clients, to trust in their innocence? Well, the Lawyers and Conveyances Act. You gotta believe in you protect your client to the best of your ability, but you can also decline if you don't want to take them. Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Natsume didn't do it, did he? Ah, my dear fellow, I haven't the first idea. Oh, but I thought that's why you were here. Didn't you come back to investigate? I haven't the faintest idea, ha! Ah, yes, that was indeed my initial intention. But there are simply too many fascinating books here. I couldn't possibly ignore them. I love Biao. Oh, I see. Nevertheless, there are two facts that I can state quite unequivocally. The man who fled the scene of the crime 2 days ago was the Japanese occupant of this room, and there are witnesses who swear to having seen the same man commit the crime. That is all I can say. Ah, and one more thing. Oh, what is it, Mr. Sholmes? Tell us. I cannot say with any certainty whether or not it is of relevance to this case, but I'm quite sure that the retired army man who owns this property is hiding something. Mr. Garadibbers, Mr. Sholmes said as much before, actually, didn't he? Anyway, at present, that is really all that plays on my mind in relation to this case. Mr. Naruhodo, as yet our investigations have uncovered nothing that could help establish Mr. Natsume's innocence. No, you're right. Perhaps it's time we probed a little deeper into Mr. Garadibb's secret. Just remember, I cannot be sure whether the landlord's secret will prove to be of relevance or not. But I wish you every success, of course, Mr. Naruhodo. A busy man indeed. He's gone back to his book in the corner of the room. How good is that BL? Is there anything else to examine here? This is all BL books and this is Shom's Goon Cave. For real, we need to start reading the doujinshi. All those tissues to the ground. I'm kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not gonna make a dirty joke here. I am not that kind of king. Let us go back to the Garadib's room. Man, my neck really hurts. I really want a massage. My neck has been so stiff lately. We were all thinking it. Shimatsuke. That's how could you? That's not very affable of you. Oh, you here again. Tell me, that's kind of gross that he's mixing his tea with his not cigar, what's it called? His pipe. Tell me, was the detective chap, I forget his name, still hard at work down there? Mr. Herlock Sholmes? Oh yes, rings a vague bell. All that detective business isn't really my thing, I'm afraid. While Mr. Sholmes is in his element down there. Chat reflects streamer. Excuse me. I am very affable. I will never make a remark as unaffable as that. Massage is king, that's a bit gross. それセクハラじゃない? Jolly good show. Another cup of tea if you please, Joan. Now then, why don't you tell me what— How many times has this guy been burned? Like, for the umpteenth time, woman, will you watch what you're ballywell doing? I shall be serving dinner shortly, sir. Ah, yes, of course. Frightfully rude of me, but I'm afraid I shall have to ask you to take your leave if you'd be so kind. His legs must be like full of burn scars. His pee-pee must be gone. I'm kidding. We are deeply grateful for all of your assistance. Not at all, not at all. Don't get much chance to talk with young foreigners like yourselves. It's been a pleasure. Nice oriental. It's rare to speak to oriental, affable people like yourselves. Best of luck and all that. Perhaps you could see yourselves out. You fuck off. He means. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Garadib is hiding something. And since no other avenues of investigation seem open to us at the moment, perhaps we should do some digging. Time to dig. I've investigated thoroughly, but... What is that? Are we not allowed to look around anymore? Oh. This is actually so scary. No offense, whenever I see Herlock shows, it's actually a jump scare. It's actually kind of gross. It's like something that shouldn't be there. It's like, for a moment I'm like, oh, did I really see that? It's kind of gross. It's unsettling and it's unaffable. What's he doing over there? It's actually kind of gross. I don't like it. I don't like it when like things aren't supposed to be where they're supposed to be. Aha, we meet again, my dear fellows. Good gracious, when did you sneak in here? Sorry, why is he Australian? Herlock Sholmes, sir, at your service. Whatever were you doing over by the window? I am given to watching the evening sky as the sun sets, madame. Yet sadly cheerful as the room downstairs undoubtedly is, it lacks an aperture for such observation. The swishing sound when he poses or not, yeah. Swish. So I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here. Wow. Sweat drops. That is very suspicious. Why is he sweating? Keeping an eye to one's windows at dusk is the prudent thing to do in London, I'm gathering. And why is he kind of hot when he does this? Kind of gives me Yulma from Prince of Tennis vibes. まだまだだね。まだまだだね。Ah, and one other thing, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, me? I thought perhaps you might be in need of a certain great detective's great mind. Chuni Riz. Ah, どうしよう、なんかかっけー。So Chuni Riz is slowly working. Wait, he's not talking about Masaka. Masaka. Is he? I didn't expect to be going through that again so soon. Do you mean Mr. Sholmes? Masaka? There is a mighty secret in this modest room. My eyes see even the most trivial of trifles. Trifle, truffle, trivial, tribble, whatever. Trivago, what's that meme again? The ad? Trivago? I take it you're prepared, Mr. Naruhodo. I think so. There is just time enough for one of my greatly admired great deductions. Let us conclude the matter before dark. Mr. Garadev, though it would seem you are a military man of considerably distinguished service, very affable and distinguished, your standing as a landlord is most certainly not what one might call first rate. Am I right? Am I right, Valors? Him? I'm afraid, sir, that it is all too clear to me. There are two conclusions I've been able to draw by careful observation of your living arrangements. I beg your pardon? The first is that even as we speak, you are concealing the presence of a ferocious beast in your care. And the second is that as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you. Mr. Naruhodo, look! The old man's broken out in a cold sweat. Am I right or am I right? Unbelievably, it seems Mr. Strom's conclusions are both spot on. Oh wait, wait, what was the thing? Sorry, I just remembered something. This is irrelevant, but in countries other than the UK and like New Zealand and Australia, I guess, do you guys use the word cross for being upset? Like, I'm very cross with you. I'm very upset. I'm very cross. Do you ever say that? Like, I feel like that's like, you know, like some people use it in New Zealand, but I feel like I can't imagine an American saying that. I'm very cross with you. Nah, okay. But would you understand what it means? Or is it on the level of like snogging in Harry Potter? I've heard it used, but I'm not English. I've never said it. Not really in the US. I think it's really antiquated. I'm cross. But yeah, teachers would say that in primary school. How could you possibly? How could I possibly know? You mean to inquire? Antiquated, but we know what it means. I see. It's also like, my American colleague was also like, you know how dates in America, like, you know, for example, like November 25th, but in New Zealand it would be like the 25th of November, and she's like, that sounds so proper and so fancy, and I'm like, no, that's just how we say dates in New Zealand. It's like the day comes first. One of my English friends used chuffed to say happy. Oh yeah, I've heard that one. We don't use that in New Zealand though. Oh, I'm chuffed. I'm so chuffed. The answer couldn't be simpler, sir, for in the dense jungle of logic and reasoning, I am the king of beasts. He's so cringe. I am the king of beasts. Ah. He felt the cringe. I know only too well that wild beasts are not easily tamed. You can't tame me because I'm a wild beast. So, shall we begin? Once again, Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Oh, it's happening. It started. The game is afoot. Nature of the beast. Oh, I'm excited now. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on the rampage of late within these four walls. Isn't it just a cat? Thus we are faced with the question, what form might this beast take? For a man of military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. Your furtive glance, Mr. Garridib, leads us directly to the answer. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that lion statue. Yes, though an army man, you appear unimposing at best. Shima Shomes are cut from the same cloth as Uncandy. It's just because I'm voicing him, I'm just pretending. A fact that has fueled your admiration for the mighty lion, the king of beasts. What is this piffle, I ask you? What the fuck is piffle? I've never heard that word before. What is this piffle? Absolutely bonkers. In the end, your admiration became so great, in fact, these Britishisms, that you had a living, breathing specimen shipped from India, which you tried to keep in this very house. I love how everything from, I mean, what have the British not stolen? Yet living with such a wild beast proved more difficult than you had imagined. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well, yet as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madame. Me? I pray you do consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction. You are the lion. It is? Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. For protruding from it is a handbill advertising a circus show. It's a bit actually have a line. Yes, you sought to dispose of a terrifying lion, Mr. Garridib. At Batty's Circus. A travelling show currently sojourning in a nearby park. I've observed the tents. You sold the savage lion, sir, to the circus troupe. I most certainly did not. I believe I have made my point. The fearsome beast which ran amok in this room was an Indian lion. I think I have the hiccups now. Welcome back, hope you had a good dog walk. And a simple visit to the circus now will reveal the lion prancing jubilantly through a ring of fire. Conclusion, a rampaging Asiatic lion. An Asian lion. Aftermath. Now, Mr. Garridib, it is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. He's a furry. Oh my gosh, deep feelings for this. Deep feelings for this lion. Deep feelings for this. I see how it is. It's okay. Say less. I understand. Indeed, in that blithe pose, the distress with loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Oh, veritably tangible indeed. I see. The loss of a loved one. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. I completely understand the pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm. Shima understands it's fair. I'm just pretending. This is just roleplaying. Amid fits of tears, you let your beloved beast go. Your beloved beast. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible in your visage. Visible in your visage. That's kind of, I feel like that wasn't very eloquent of him. Nonsense, man. I have feelings for him. I couldn't let him go. But We must now ask ourselves, is the true cause of his pain? It's love sickness. It all becomes clear now. I totally understand. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it is this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. How could you sell your lover like that? Every envelope contains another demand for payment. For cartloads of meat, potatoes, wheat, and tea. Indeed, feeding your beloved has had a devastating impact on the financial circumstances of your household. It's okay, you can eat me. He sold his life. He sold his dearest lover, his loved one, and so he had no choice but to let it go. Love, if you truly love them, let them go. So what am I doing? It's getting a bit like I'm going a bit. My thinking's a bit wonky right now. Yes, well, going a little cuckoo. Now, in a final fit of rage, that the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. It's okay. I understand. That's valid. That's very valid of the beast. Love the theme for these parts so much. Yeah, I love the theme as well. I love it. It brings me into. I really feel like a detective here. Shima losing his composure. Unimaginable. I'm just like the window. I'm getting a little bricked up. No, I'm kidding. I need to stop. Someone stop me from talking. You know, the older I get, the more I realize I really like Shimoneta. The older I get, the more I'm into dirty jokes. Like, when I was younger, I used to be like, ew, that's so gross. That's so cringe. Why would you make like pee pee poo poo like jokes like that? Now I'm just like, haha, penis. Okay, anyways. The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. What could have caused such a destructive outburst? What could have? The older you get, the more you become an old-son. I'm still young. I'm still young and cool. I'm not an old-son. This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who is inadvertently revealed the truth to me. She has jiggle physics on her cheeks. You're wondering I have settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Cakes. Ah, exactly, the Tower of Cakes. How could I not have known? There is no creature more dangerous on this earth than a beast with an unsatiated, I don't know how to pronounce this word actually. I've seen this word. I don't think I've ever heard someone say this word in real life, so I don't know. Unsatiated appetite. Was it, or was it not once said by a certain noblewoman, if they have no bread, let them eat cake? That is actually not true. Mary Antoinette actually did not say that. Why aren't the different levels parallel? This is upsetting. What's not parallel? The cakes. Food is at the heart of all tragedy, in fact. Whatever do you mean? Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk its next prey. Me. I'm sure I need not spell out the nature of this final act of destruction carried out by the beast. Yeah, someone died there. Someone died in this house. There is only one logical conclusion. Naruhodo. Everything is clear to me now. Worked into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the Sorry, this is so funny. Worked into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the cup. Oh, wow. Wow. Damn. Yeah, wow. It was the carpet. It was the carpet. I love Sherlock Holmes. He's so stupid. The teeth marks on the carpet are a perfect match with those of a lion I once saw in India. Wow, how can you be so smart but so dumb? Carpet gnawed on by the starving lion. So true. Wow, that... Genius. Genius. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this beastly puzzle. So true, 100%. Facts, straight facts. Oh wait, I need to reply to my friend and say I got home safely. I need to find a cute sticker. Okay. Okie dokie yo. Like... I need to hold on. I need to take a pee. Be right back. I am going to take a piss. BRB. Calculate the amount of time. Okay, I'm gonna leave right now.
Budget enemy paid their taxes.
I'm back. I am back. Man, not you guys with that emoji. Not the water emoji. Thank you, Ben Mishima. Thank you for the P tax. Appreciate it. Tadaima. I feel like I get the most amount of energy at nighttime. It's really bad. I slept at 5 a.m. again last night for some reason. I had no reason to sleep at 5 a.m. I just felt like sleeping at 5 a.m. My biological clock is very off. Okay. I just took a little supplement. My deductions can be startlingly sharp. It stands to reason that your cup runneth over. What is this, Shakespeare? The cup runneth over. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tears at times too. Oh my gosh, I actually cried just then. I was sobbing. Oh, he's still sweating. Someone died in this place. Someone got killed here. Oh. Mr. Sharms. Wait, let me see. Can I look up the history? Why am I asking? This is my game. Hey. Mr. Sharms, sorry to butt in again, but could I make an observation? Why, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. What is it again? Well, your deductions just now. Do you really think a lion could have fit inside a room of this size? Indeed, it is the only explanation for the facts. The terrifying truth all too often lies beyond the realms of common sense. But wouldn't it be an idea to consider what lies inside the realms of common sense? I love his what do you call it? What do you call that? Skomi. Mr. Sharms, where did you get the line from? What if there is a line? I'm actually kind of like, I kind of believe him. What if? You never know. But if an uncaged lion had run amok in this very room, surely Mr. Garrideb and his maid would have been hurt or worse. Very astute. My vocabulary isn't coming to me. Observation. Ah, that's where you are stuck. No doubt the former military man held his own against the beast using that large cannon. What is he saying? I thought you said that they sold the lion to the circus. And what about the food? Meat and potatoes are one thing. But I don't believe I've ever heard of a lion that drinks tea. Ah, my dear Miss Susato. It occurs to me with some regularity. I can't believe I believe this guy for a second. Can't believe I was like, oh yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, sounds. That irrespective of race and breeding, whenever anyone lands on Great British. He's so right. When in England, you must drink tea. No matter what species, what race, breeding, whenever anyone lands on Great British soil, they are infused with a highly appropriate taste for afternoon tea. Oh my god, he's so right. Lion had a craving for tea, simple as. So true, so true. Straight facts. When you reach Great British soil, immediately you just start wanting to drink some tea. You have to have some afternoon tea. You gotta whip out the tea and crackers, the tea and biscuits. Civilized tea drinking lion, yes, with his pinky sticking out. He has to drink tea, tea before supper, tea after supper. Oh, what a glorious notion! Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, it's your turn to shine again. I had a feeling this was coming. A slight massage, that's all Mr. Sharm's seductions need. You can do it! I also thought that was really cute. Excellent, I've been waiting for my trusty partner in deduction to step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. We don't even know whether or not this is going to help with Mr. Natsume's case yet. Still, whatever, uncovering the truth is always worthwhile, whatever the motivation. しゃあないな. At least that's what I want to believe. まあ、しょうがない. Let us start again from the beginning. Of Hurler-chan's logic and reasoning spectacular. Hold it, Mr. Sharms. Nature of the beast, a rampaging Asiatic lion. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on the rampage of late within these four walls. Thus we are faced with the question, what form might this beast take? Ah, for a man with a military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. Your furtive glance, Mr. Garrideb, leads us directly to the answer. They're just gonna repeat everything as if this didn't happen before. He's gonna use the same lines. The true nature of the lion, the beast, the lion. Okay, I really didn't see the lion thing coming. No, but if you observe Mr. Garrideb's reaction, it rather seems as though some beast did indeed run amok here in this room. Pretty sure it was a cat. Pretty sure it's a Mikineko. Yes, something with a very fierce nature. But it couldn't have been a lion transported from India. So what was it then? We must follow Mr. Garadib's gaze. That will lead us to the true answer. なんだろうね。あ、後ろの。There was a baby. There was a baby in this room? It appears to be Mr. Garadib's wedding. He looks very Huh? This is the bride? Why is she so tiny? Is the bride the maid? What? Sorry? Wait, who? Huh? Are they? This is the wed. Why does she look like a child? So he had a wife bad moment, or the it's supposed to be a beast running him. I don't know. He does, but you can't make out his bride. No, how unfortunate. Something must have struck the glass directly over the woman's face. I wonder what happened. Probably best not to delve too deeply here. Oh dear. Oh dear. What if it's not? Oi. What if it's cat? No, I'm thinking too deeply. Doesn't her hand look like a paw? What if this is like a... What if this is not a wife, but a... What if he is a furry? Are they? I feel like it has to be related to a photograph frame. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. Mortar shells. I feel like it's related to this. Let's present it. Behind the lion statue on the mantelpiece, almost deliberately hidden from view, is a photograph. Though I have yet to examine it in detail, I can assure you that it holds the answer. Because I'm employing an extremely advanced detection technique for jumping to conclusions, you see. What spectacularly contrived logic led you to this mindless conclusion? Oh, that's not it. Oh well, it's supposed to be logic and reasoning spectacular, so I thought I'd contribute to the show. This is my show, Mr. Nanaho. I'll kindly perform any peculiar experiments on your own stage. Oh fuck, I fucked up. Yada, no, I already lost one. Yeah. Well, what we do know with some certainty is that a destructive creature has been at work in this room, and that Mr. Garadib inadvertently looked in the direction of something that gives its identity away. So we investigate thoroughly enough, we ought to find the answer. What did Mr. Garadib turn to look at? See somewhere, we simply need to find it. Ha? Nandaro. Okay, let us look at the mortar shells. These are shells for the cannon, are they? What a strange place to keep them. I imagine they have some significance to Mr. Garadib from his time in the army. Ah, of course, he mentioned a battle to us before, didn't he? Do you remember? He said that he'd been shot in the knee, perhaps took a shot to the knee. Shot in the knee, perhaps it was one of these that hit him. If a round that size had hit his knee, there'd be nothing left of it, or Mr. Garadib for that matter. That's true. Mr. Shrums has a Persian slipper, and this man has spent shells. Perhaps it's customary in Britain to display what rubbish on the mantelpiece. What else is there? He was once an attorney just like you. Who? Huh? I'm kind of confused. It's getting a bit hard. なんかむず。何見てたの？何これ？シマわかんない。Yeah, I have no idea. Shimas, do you guys have any idea? There's only 3 options. Maybe it is a lion statue. Well, this is the lion statue that Mr. Shrums picked out. Yes, I wonder, perhaps if he did live with a lion, it would prove to be a rather sweet companion. I think that's like a mouse trying to tell its family that the cat around the house is sweet. I suppose it is a bit of a flight of fancy, isn't it? Why is she talking like Hermione? Anyway, the beast we're looking for is something else. Let's have a good look around. I'm having a good look around. But there's nothing else I can press. I can click. Literally, there's like literally nothing else in this area. Maybe, can we move any of these? Can I look up a... I really don't want to do... I've been playing Ace Attorney without needing any help until now. Surely it's not the multi-shells. I feel like it can't be the multi-shell. It could be. Maybe the beast? Maybe the beast is the... Maybe the beast is... I don't want to... Maybe I should save. Can I save? Can I save? Oh, I feel like it has to be the multi-shell. Because he probably... My theory is he used the cannon in the room to shoot the multi-shell and that ended up breaking everything. I'm gonna go multi-shell because there is no other... I think, okay, I get it. It wasn't a beast. It was, he was firing a cannon in this room and that's why everything broke. Okay. The true identity of the beast that tore this room apart is these shells. With their butter wouldn't melt accomplished a cannon. The war is good for nothing and brings only destruction. Something we must all strive to understand. That deduction was wanting in every way. Yes, I was wanting you to hear it. I'm quite proud of it. Oh fuck, I think we fucked up. I find myself wanting never to have heard it. Quite pained by it, in fact. Oh, sorry. I'll try again. Yaba! We're fucked. Oh my gosh, we're gonna lose. Well, what do we know? The structure of a creature. 他には何がある? 他には何もないじゃん。なんか隠れてる？全然見えないけど。There has to be. I don't see shit. I don't see anything. Doこ? ごめん、どこ? We examined the picture photograph already though. All the new... Probably the newlywed bride. It's probably this one. I wasted 2 fucking turns. I knew it was this. I knew it was this, but... I'm gonna kill myself. It's the newlywed bride. Yeah. Yeah, I knew it. Why is it that I can't select it from far away? Why is it the picture frame? Why is it that I can't? Why would you even have the picture frame as an option? You know, that's like really misleading. I'm gonna... Oh, give me back my 2. Give me back my 2. Give me back my 2 turns. That's exactly what I meant by a picture frame. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? Are you shitting my dick? What the fuck is this? Okay, the true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that newlywed bride. Precisely, Mr. Naruhodo. No other explanation could possibly fit. I wasted 2 precious turns. Are you kidding me? Yes, this is the framed print pictures of your wife, Mr. Yaradip. I'm pretty sure that's Cat. And while we lament the fact that her face is obscured, we can still make out her mighty arms and note the considerable horsepower they must contain. That is not a human. He married an animal because he's a fucking furry. Oh, indeed, surely any woman of such powerful constitution will be honored to be described as a beast. Honored might be stretching a point. Too late. The fact remains that the beast which so clearly savaged this room was your wife, Mr. Garrido. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Wow. Yet as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madame. Me? I pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but as plain with me with one glance in your direction. It is? Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. The poor, fragile, defenseless woman is beside herself. Well, I don't know about fragile. Oh dear. Anyway, Mr. Chomps is quite right. There is no sign of Mrs. Garadib anywhere. But it seems there may be a clue as to her whereabouts. A clue that this maid is trying to hide. I wonder where Mr. Garadib's wife could be. She's in the circus. She's maid. Oh my god, wait, can I look underneath her? No. Wait, this is so cool. You can see her from the side view as well. Oh, you can see her from the top as well. Oh, these 3D models are rather... Oh, this is rather nice. I rather like this actually. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Get down. Okay. Let's look at the teapot. What a charming little teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. There's my in here is my spout. And hear me say to me over and pour me out. That's so off tune. What a charming little teapot, and it's in pristine condition. Joan has been pouring some deliciously fragrant tea from it for Mr. Garadib, hasn't she? Well, not so much for Mr. Garadib as on Mr. Garadib, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't dream of drawing attention to it. That certainly does appear to be a circus handbill poking out from her pocket. Batty's Circus, currently performing shows in a park not far from here. You don't think... Surely Mr. Garadib didn't sell his wife to the circus. Surely. Miss Naruhodo, how could you even think of such a thing? I was only joking. Haha. Besides, I would have gone with, do you think he fed her to his pet lion? That's somehow worse. Oh, she's wearing a very large ring, look. Oh, she's a sunflower design with some rather nice embellishments. And it's on the ring finger of her left hand, which means it's surely a wedding ring. I think this maid is his wife. I think this maid is his wife, actually. It looks like it's on there for life too. I can't imagine it would slide off a finger like of that size. That's why she's able to pour tea on him, because she's actually his wife. That's something to think Mr. Naruhodo wants to say. Do you know Mr. Garadib's wife in the photograph had a ring very much like this one? It was a large sunflower design as well. Really? You have a great memory for these things. A large sunflower wedding ring. It's quite a coincidence that they have the same ring, isn't it? Ha ha ha! The maid is... the wedding ring. Let's present the wedding ring, huh? Your wedding ring gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. Indeed it does. That flowery band gleaming on your finger gives it away. She looks like a cat here. For it is identical to the one shown in the hand of Mr. Garadib's bride in this photographic print. In other words, you are no ordinary household maid. No. Sucker. He's making his wife dress up as an... Oh, that's a bit kinky. You are Mr. Garadib's lucky bride. You are Mrs. Garadib herself. Oh my word! Haha, we gotcha. Well, jolly fine detecting, sir. As you rightly surmise, this is the wife, yes, my Joan. Rather let herself go, you might say, but she was a bally corker. A bally corker. The most British reaction there ever was. She was a bally corker back in her day. It would appear that you don't live in the most comfortable of circumstances. After all, you are a retired army man, yet you are in the business of renting out rooms. I would assume, therefore, you have insufficient means to employ a maid. Would that be correct? So you have your wife cosplay as a maid because you can't afford a maid. Well, that's a bit embarrassing. That's rather cringe. I was second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment. A man has pride, don't you know? So I'm gonna get my wife to dress up as a maid. By golly, it's a sorry thing when a chap can't even afford to have a single maid in his employ. Yes, here in London, one is rather judged. A household cannot be considered worthy of society if it employs no staff at all. Though, in my considered opinion, such concerns about appearances are a folly. You mean Mr. Garadib has his wife work as his maid? Precisely. Am I right, Mr. Garadib? Only in company, obviously. But listen here. This must remain a secret. Tip-top secret, please. Tip-top secret. Tip-top secret. Nature of the beast. The raging wife of Mr. Garadib. Solved. That's why she's so incompetent. Aftermath. Carpet gnawed on by the starving lion. Now, Mr. Garadib. It is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Indeed, and that life pose, the distress which loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. The pain you feel is being revealed by that supporting arm. Mr. Trump is quite something. She's still calling Mr. Garadib's wife a beast. That's a bit rude. He says a woman that feels rather uncomfortable. A little bit rude. But Mrs. Garadib is standing beside her husband as we speak. I don't know, even if your wife has a rampage, we're trying to solve a crime scene and again clear our client's name. Yeah, this is a bit of a side quest. In other words, he hasn't lost his beloved at all, has he? Yeah, exactly. Oh, how true. He's just repeating the same lines from before. So perhaps that supporting arm that seems to be propping up his head has some other significance then. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mrs. Garadib... it's because he got slapped on the other side of his face. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Garadib's pain is tangible though. I saw like a hand mark. What could that pose of his really signify? It's because he has a fucking got slapped cheek. Oh my, look at that bright red mark. Gosh, that's quite something and clearly made by somebody's hand. Yes, Mr. Garadib has been slapped on the face, it seems hard. I've never seen such a clear defined mark. Have you ever seen that before? Like getting slapped by someone and having like the face, like the hand mark on your face? Like, oh, I guess I feel like I've seen that before, like in other areas. I feel like in high school, people would like try to slap each other and like leave marks on each other's bodies. Was that a thing at your school? Do you know what I'm talking about? I feel like people did that before. Like they would try, like people would like, especially guys would like try to like slap each other and try to leave a mark on each other. Was that really a thing? Bloody knuckle? What the fuck? What the hell are bloody knuckles? Sorry, that doesn't sound good. Do you like punch a wall or something? It's really hard. It does leave a mark, but it sometimes goes away. Yeah, we've played games like that. Yeah, I feel like that was a thing. Whoever could have done such a thing. That does sound like a thing. Well, there's a very limited number of candidates, I'd say. Slapped cheek. I'll slap my cheeks. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. The pain you feel being revealed by that slapped cheek. And of course, the deliverer of that impressive mark on your cheek that refuses to fade. We punch each other's fists till they bleed. Pretty dumb voice. Oh my god. Man, you're all massos. Was you, Madam Jorn Garadib? Where's she had the roof and why she's slapping her own cheek? Well, yes. It wasn't me. It was by accident. Oopsies. You have been desperate to hide the slap mark on your cheek, sir. Ah. Bloody Knuckles was a game involving flicking quarters on a table until someone's knuckles went. As far as like, huh? What the hell? Why? How blazes, how'd you work that out, man? Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the art of observation, my dear fellow. That's why you haven't looked directly at us even once. To keep your other side from view, you just it's rubbing off on you, you're not scared. I've seen professional slapping competitions, their cheeks get red. Which cheeks? Like a butts game, kind of. Oh, no thank you. Now, let us proceed to the next conundrum. Why were you subjected to such a violent slap? That's because your finances are bad. In other words, we must ask ourselves, what caused Madame Garadib to fly into a rage? When are we going to get to a case? And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Debt. Yes, it is this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Didn't Mr. Trump say that the bills were all for lion fodder? Yes, but now we've established that the lion never existed, which can only mean that the fiend responsible for gobbling up all that food was Mr. Garadib's wife. Oh my god. Mr. Naruto, she's a person, not a thing. Yes, well, she's also a person who gave her husband a mighty slap round the face. One so hard that it left a perfect hand mark, in fact. Yes, why would a woman want to hurt her husband with such force, I wonder? I'd love to know the answer to that question. Pile of bills, what is here? Someone must be reading this book at the moment. There's a bookmark here. He's cheating. What is this little... What is this little kiss mark here? Mr. Garadib is clearly an avid reader. Yeah, why are they so mean to this lady? All she did what's wrong with being round? He must love giving his wife tummy rubs. You're so mean. Oh no, so it isn't. It's a note written in a woman's hand. Kiss. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. And look, next to the signature here. Lip marks made with lipstick. Oh, what a passionate and romantic gesture. Don't get any ideas to settle this on. What? Oh dear, I'm sorry. Why can't? So this bookmark is actually a love note then. Love note. Yes, it is this love note that has given rise. Yes, it is this love note that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Love note. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Passionate indeed. Perhaps the sender of this note, a certain Miss Mary, is the fly in the ointment. It's a fly in the hair oil. Is fly in the ointment actually a phrase? Holy shit, I guess it is a thing. Fly in... fly in the ointment. More like fly in the hair oil. She can enter like the slapping competition. You know how there's like slapping competitions? Man, she'd go hard. But I don't know the Bally woman. You don't know her? That note wasn't written to me. It was just in the book. I don't know how I got that. Do we believe this, man? It was just in there, you say? That's right. That's what I've been trying to... A likely story. Now listen here, Joan, old thing. I explained at the time. I bought the book at the second-hand place, and that note must have been in there. So the previous owner of the book was using the note as a bookmark, you mean? That's right. That's what I've been trying to... Likely story. For heaven's sake, woman, look at the name. It's written to James. That's true. My name, in case you'd forgotten, is John. Hello, Super Sashima. We're just playing through Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. No way they watch the Shima streams. They know about the references to the flywheel. A likely story. Are you questioning my name now? That's the third slap. And there we have it. Arouse the suspicions of the female heart, and you unleash a beast with the most ferocious bite. I love her cheek physics. Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Unimaginable? The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. She ate the carpet. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I'm not mistaken. I think they just set it on fire. Oh dearie me. What could have caused such a destructive outburst? This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. I love how they're still using the same lines as before. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only to look at the tower of cakes. She got so hungry, she was sick of the cake, so she started eating carpet. Surely, Mrs. Garrett didn't eat the carpet. Oh, it's so funny. She got so hungry, she used the carpet as an appetizer. She got so hungry, she got sick of the cakes and she started eating carpet. Why eat cake? Why let the people eat bread if they can eat carpet? Elementary, my dear Watson. No, of course not. But there doesn't seem to be any doubt that the state of disarray that this room is in is a result of her wild temper. We've all been there, like, it happens, you know? It happens to the best of us. You know, like, you get sick of eating cake, like, you know, sometimes you just want to try something that's, like, unedible. Woolen. You know? Maybe 20% polyester. Woke up, good morning, Ma, Shima. We're up to the part where, the wife who has pretended, the guy got his wife to cosplay as a maid and apparently she's eating the carpet. So this is the last part of Mr. Showham's seduction that we need to fix. We need to only follow Mrs. Garridib's gaze and that will tell us the real answer. Alright, let's see what we can see. Yes! Alright, what happened here? I think... Oh, the candlestick. The candle broke. The candle fell over. This looks like a very old candlestick, doesn't it? The base looks too small. Surely it's very unstable. It looks to me like even the slightest knock would make it topple over. Oh dear, that would be dangerous. Wait, take a closer look at this. There's one candle missing. Yes, I didn't notice that before. I noticed. Why is that? I wonder. Why is one candle of the three missing from its holder? Maybe if you looked up the ground, you would see that there is a candle on the ground. Carpet here has been ripped to shreds. Ripped? Bro, you guys can't tell what burn marks are? Can you not tell that this has been burned? Are you stupid? Are you... The tears match those made by an Indian lion's teeth except... Did these people graduate from like... from kindergarten? Oh look, what is it? If you look closely at the edge, you can see the scorch marks. Oh yes, so you can. In that case, perhaps the carpet wasn't eaten in the normal sense at all. Let's rethink this with that in mind. I'm pretty sure the carpet just burned because the candle fell to the ground. Are you guys, the candlestick. It was Mr. Green and the library with the candlestick. Yes, to explain the diet, it was Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the candlestick. Most illuminating, my dear fellow, and of course the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth. Yes, the remnants of a ferocious attack in which the carpet was devoured are clearly visible. Indeed they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly give the truth away. Scorch marks! It would appear that this room was the scene of a little marital altercation. My finger kind of hurts because I keep on, whenever I flip my finger, I keep on touching the part where I cut myself yesterday. When I was trying to put together the furniture. Mrs. Garridib's mighty arm muscles left an impression not only on her husband's face. but she sent him flying that he fell into the table and the candlestick fell on the ground and burned everything. But on the entire room, the force of her strike caused a cannon to fall from the hold. Damn, they don't need the cannon. They can just use her, like, the power of her arm. The power of her throw is enough to... Wait, what furniture? I built my bookshelf yesterday and then I cut my finger in the process. And then the second, the carpet was alight and the whole corner of the room in flames. It's like a Dragon Ball Z fight, for real. Yes, she's got Nen. For the most ferocious beast in the world is neither a violent lion nor a vengeful woman, but fire. Sonotori, Oshatori. And in this room, that ferocious beast bared its claws and ran amok. Eloquently put, my dear fellow, so you see, there is but one conclusion here. After the sparks of a marital discord flew, this room was the scene of a fire. Mr. Shoreham, sir, I salute you! Huh? Huh? Oh, I love her cheeks. Carpet scorched by a small fire. Nice. Why did he faint? Why did he faint? What happened? Huh? Did he have a stroke? Is it from the slap? Was it the after effects of the slap? Elementary. It's pretty big fire. As we dashed long winter nights, you know, nothing to do but read in front of a fire. Luckily, there's a jolly good second-hand bookshop just around the corner. Buy all my old novels there. He was so impressed he fainted. Ah. And in the pages of one particular novel, you discovered some rather illicit material. For which your wife admonished you harshly, it seems. Don't know about admonished. Demolished might be a rather closer to a mark. Haha. And beast is most certainly an apt ah! Here we go again. And the carpet, was that destroyed by a fire when a candle fell on the floor? Afraid to say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know. The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bally thing. What does bally mean? Sorry, I don't know what bally means. I don't know the shoe brand. I was caught between the old stick's rage and the raging flames. You paint a torrid picture, sir. One that would have been most entertaining. That's sympathy for you. Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bally furniture started going up as well. We've had to hide the mess behind that screen for the time being. I'm gonna end stream soon. Over here, Mr. Garrett. Well, you have nothing more to hide now, if you'll allow me. Had all my favorite old novels in that case, but as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh! Up in smoke. That sounds very British. Gosh. Then the wife started hurling things at me. What a terrible sight it must have been. There was I, back up against the window under heavy enemy fire. Incendiary. What does that mean? Incendiary books incoming 10 to the dozen. Worst of it is I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride. The Lion's Pride. Ah, yes. Your notorious love of big cats coming through again. I assure you the title didn't influence my choice in the slightest. Oh, he's a furry. So the poor man really did lose something dear to him as a result of the ferocious beast's rampage. Mr. Shrome's deductions turned out to be correct once again. He was so off. It can only be described as a great British wonder. I tell you, it was total carnage, flames everywhere, and the old stick in full fettle. Out of interest, what time of day was that? Not sure I can remember. It was 2 days ago now. Let's see. Around 5 o'clock, I think. So at exactly the same time, as a terrifying incident was unfolding outside your window on the street below. Even more terrifying on the inside, I can assure you. The whole blighty could have been flattened outside my window at that moment, and I wouldn't have noticed a dashed thing. Oh, really? Why is she still pretending to be a maid? Why is she slapping herself? Oh, she's so cute. What the hell? Get you someone who ignores your flaws like Sato for real. Everyone needs like a what's it called? What's the word? Not wing woman, what's it called? A cheerleader? No. Well, what do you call someone who like supports you? You know, like someone who's always on your side supporting you. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Whatever. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo, what can I do for you? Hype man, yeah. I guess hype man. Oh, is hype man the right one? Was there another word? Maybe it is hype man. Yeah, hype man. Well, I think we've got to the bottom of Mr. Garridub's situation now. But what does it have to do with Mr. Natsume's circumstances? Nothing. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. What? My dear fellow, if you recall, I did say as much from the outset. I've warned you that although I knew the retired army man to be hiding something, I could not be sure whether his secret proved to be of relevance or not. I just knew you were gonna say that. It's just a prank. Now, Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't lose heart. Bear in mind that all things fall into one of only two categories: those relevant to the case and those not. You are either alive or not alive. It is either relevant or not relevant. He is so true. That makes no sense to me. Wow, no matter. It's elementary. It is of far greater importance that you make up your mind now. Sorry? Visiting hours at the prison will soon be over. Well, it's kind of cool when he's suddenly serious. Well, thanks, Roms. Oh no, it's at that time already. If we're to accept Mr. Natsume's case, we have official paperwork to attend to. So that's it. No more time to think. Perhaps you'd like to betake yourselves to bidding us farewell now. I must prepare supper for Mr. Garrett. Why is she still pretending to be a maid? Oh yes, I'm so sorry. She's like, get the fuck out. Thank you both very much for your time. Saseki-san will be waiting for us. And I'm going to have to give him an answer. Okay, I am going to end my stream here. And I will save. I guess I'll save here. I've run out of slots. Okay. あれちょっと待って。Exit game. Save. Okay. Yoki. Okay, thank you for joining me at a very late or early time. I don't know what time it is for you, but yeah, thanks for joining at this very strange hour where I don't usually stream. It's an ad. There, thank you for the stream. I mean, thank you for the stream. Thank you for watching. Otsushima, thank you. But yeah, I feel like I'm a bit more energetic when I stream at nighttime, because I'm really not a morning person, but I always stream in the morning. So like every time you see me, I'm performing at my at 60% power. I feel like I stream better at nighttime, but then I have to be more quiet at night. So what can I do? And plus most of you guys are like, probably your first stream at holy hours for me. It's like 1:40 p.m. Oh really? Maybe I should stream more in this time zone so I can get more people from like areas other than, I don't know, the US. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me today, and I will have another hand. We will be making a shima. We'll be felting a shima. I bought like a little kit from Daiso where you can make like a little shima, so I'm going to be making that on Sunday morning, or whatever time it is for you, Saturday night probably, maybe. But yeah, please join me for that one. You'll get to see my bare hands again, and hopefully I won't accidentally dox myself. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Surely there's like no reflective surfaces. Surely this time, should be fine. Should be fine. But yeah. Yeah, sure. yeah, anyways, come join me. And sorry about the scuff in the beginning. Sorry for hitting stop streaming by accident. But yeah, yeah, today was real fun, and maybe I'll stream more in this time zone again. But anyway, thank you for your love and support and for being a Shima. Oh yeah, and for people, for the 3 people who won the Shima cards, the Shima birthday cards, I will be sending them out soon. I've already, probably tomorrow actually. I probably have time to go to the post office tomorrow, but I've already packed them up and put them in envelopes, and I will be sending them off to the post office tomorrow. Hopefully they arrive sometime. I don't know how long letters take, but anyways, yeah. And aside from that, yeah, see you guys soon tomorrow-ish. Oh, no, day after tomorrow for me, depending on your time zone. It's like a bit more than 24 hours. Either way, thank you very much, and see you. Otsima. Bye bye. Bye bye. Have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Yeah. I love streaming. Bye bye. Have a good night. Maybe next time I should do an ASMR sometime as well. I haven't done ASMR in a while. ASMR. Bye bye.